Hi, I'm Fabien FERT and I'm a book writer about this book. Actually, this book is in French, but maybe soon it will be translated in English. That's why I make this video, to make you understand about what I speak in this book. The name is What If We Dare to Live in a Better Equity World? That is just a question insane right now, because the world we live now, it's crazy, right? And what I explain in my book is about how to change the financial system to be better for each people. There is so many people in the world, right? 7 billion, being soon 8 billion. And there is few people that are engaged about save the planet, or green, or some are veggies, something like this, but there is only few little of people that care about it, and there is a lot of other people that doesn't care. And maybe it's not that they doesn't care, because they maybe even just don't know what's happening right there. So what I decide to do is to make something that can make them together. The one who are engaged and want to go in a better world, and the one who are not engaged at all, but that also want to have a better world. They just don't know where to start, probably. So what I say is, it's better to build a system that make them together and to go in a common goal and to achieve this goal. Most of the time there is the goods, the common goods, and actually the common goods are get by some just little people, and maybe they control it by the banking system. So it's better to change the economy market. The first of all is what we do here, what we do in that world, and what's the meaning of that time we spend here. Because we born, we grow, we study, we work, and then probably soon we will be maybe old, sick, die. But this time, this short time, the meaning of this life, what's value the meaning of this life? What we do for others, what time we spend on doing things. For me, the value of each people is the time we spend to do something. When you go to work, you give 1 hour for your boss, right? And this hour, your boss get a lot of incomes about this hour, but you doesn't get a lot of incomes, right? So for me, the time that you give is really important. But if it's for the boss, it's okay, because you get a salary for this. So even if the salary is low, at least you've been rewarded about it. But most of the time, we do many things in life that are very valuable for the society, for the country, anything. We do many things that are very, very valuable, but we don't receive anything for that. Example. You go to see old woman, you take care of an old woman sometimes, or you go to give some course to some children who have some difficulties. If there is handicapped person, you help them. This is not rewarded for you. It's just waste of time. But it's very, very valuable for the city, for the country. That's why I think that we have to include this in the value of the economy, because that's what we are. We are human. We spend time in this life, and we have to evaluate this for the good. So, how to do that? I take a principle, the base of 3 things really important in our life. It's the earth, economy, and the goods and the services. Let's take it like this. You have the earth here, you have the economy, and here goods and services. As we can see here, there is a link, because we need the earth to build goods and services, right? The economy also to exchange goods and services. And the economy actually has a bad effect in this earth, because we can do anything for money right now. We can kill people, we can cut trees, which is really not sustainable for the future. This principle is like this, and of course we are in the middle of this. We are in the middle of this principle, because we live in here, we use in goods and services, and we need economy to exchange. If we evaluate the economy on the earth, what should it be? Actually, we know already how to measure anything. We can measure the CO2 level, we can measure even the pesticides, we can measure any kind, for example, the bio farm, we know the surface, anything we can know about it, and we can measure, we have the value of this. Let's imagine for a while, if the economy is based on this, if the value is based on this, the value of the money is based on this. What's happening? If this getting worse, the value of the money decrease. If this become better, the value of the money increase. That's such an amazing thing. And I get this from the industry, because before I work in the industry, we learned something like this. You have a motor here, and here you have the limit, a threshold. When the rack and pinion go here, you have the limit, and then the limit stop the motor here. Actually, the economy system have no limit. It needs to grow, and the problem is it's exponential. It will never stop. The limit of the system right now is the social level, because this push the social in extreme conditions and people in extreme conditions until it will have a crackdown, and this is very dangerous for our society, and this can produce war, for example. There is another system that using this, you know, the speed regulator. Here you have the threshold. Here you have action, produce, reaction or event, reaction or event, right? And then here you have a measurement. You measure what's the level. For example, you have a car using like this, you put 60 miles by hour. 60 miles by hour. You want this speed to be always regulated. 60 miles by hour. What the car will do? We do action, accelerate. And then here we measure the speed of the car, right? Measure. Then when the speed arriving 60, okay, we stop accelerating until we go in a low threshold. For example, 55 miles per hour. When we arrive 55, okay, we accelerate again, and then we measure. When we are 60, we decelerate. And this is exactly what kind of economy system I'm explaining in my book. Because we have to regulate our economy, not based on the market, but based on the earth. If we're doing that, we can never overuse the earth. So, how to do? Very simple. Here is the salary that we earn. Here is a personal rate that is based on the earth here. And here is our behaviors. Behaviors. So what's going to happen? It's very simple. You get a salary. The salary rate is based on what measurement we can do in the earth, the CO2, pesticides, anything. The more the earth is getting better, the earth and everyone living in this earth, the more it's getting better, the more we earn. And how we can make the earth better? By the behaviors. So you see, it's very simple to make all the people going in the same direction, even if they are greedy. We don't care if they are greedy, because the most people are greedy, the most they want to earn, right? And they just have to change their behaviors. They don't need to study, they don't need to invest, they don't need to anything. They just have to change their behaviors. Because this rate integrates what they are doing in their personal life and rate by the measurement of the earth. Let's go to see how it works with a boss. Your boss gives you 1 hour, right? Because you work 1 hour for him, so the boss gives you 1 hour. So you will get 1 hour in your wallet. Okay, but you have the rate. Example, you have a rate 1.2. This is the rate. Then it means you will get 1.2 hours in your wallet. We have to do something like it's electronic wallet. So you don't need to manage this because it's already always automatic. Electronic wallet. So you don't care about it. All the system do it for you, but what you have to do is just you work 1 hour and you get 1 hour point 2. And this is the way to create wealth. Actually, debts create wealth, and the world is using debts. In my system, the wealth, they are created by the rate here, the personal rate. Something that's very interesting is the wallet, the electronic wallet, also pay your income tax. We don't need anything to pay your income tax. Just we copy the hour here. And this is the income tax. Every government have a special account and they receive that automatically. And this is really good because with this they can make a real study about what's happening in their country. We will define here the time by 2 categories. Creation, destruction. So any country can make a ratio like this, creation over destruction. And then if the ratio is big, it means the country going well. If the ratio is low, it means the country have to change. This system is actually auto-regulated, right? Auto-regulate. Auto-manage. Actually, the banking system is controlling everything. There is one person or two persons that have the power. But in this kind of system, it's distributed system. It means it's like this. It's like a network. It's like we can Twitter or Facebook or any kind. We don't care. Here, everyone can make transaction with anyone. And anyone here not depend on any other system. There is no someone in the top who is managing that. Everyone managing it. Each year, every account is controlled 2 times. And each year, you have to control 2 people also. And when you control this, when you control the people, you are rewarded to that, because it's like you have a package. To do that, you have free, for example, 3 hours rewarding. But controlling what? Controlling the value of the personal rate, like this. The personal rate is made by 2 categories. The first category is static informations, and the second category will be dynamic information about what we buy and what we use. Let's start by the first category. You have to put here, for example, about the children you have. Okay, how many children you have? What car you have? The car, bicycle. Maybe you don't have a car. Maybe you have just a motorbike. Housing, the house or apartment, the studies, and few other information. This is the static. This one is static data. You can change, of course, if you have other children, of course, you update it, but it's kind of static compared to the dynamic here. Dynamic. The dynamic is about the product you buy. Example, you go in a market and you buy a product that is, for example, bio product. It will increase here. The day you buy it, you increase your rate. And then, time after time, your rate decreases slowly until you buy a new one. When you buy a new one here, okay, you come, and then if you start to buy, it's not a problem. You come back to the original level here. Should be, for example, 1.2 regarding to the static data. I'm sure at that time you're wondering that this system is like Big Brother. My God, everyone can know anything about everything I do in my life. No, because remember, this is an electronic wallet that you own. You have it in your computer, for example, in your computer, in your phone, in your tablet, anything. And then the data, this data, you keep it with you, and no one else can see that. That's why this system is very respect the privacy. It's also about freedom, right? Because no one to control us. When you control someone, you just ask this information. Just ask the static information here. How many children you have, and then okay, they show you the proof. Yeah, I have 1 car, I have 1 house, something like this. And then you say, okay, you authenticate your rate. This day, your rate is okay. If it's not okay, it's not really a problem. If you make a mistake, or for example, if someone cheating about the studies, it's not really a problem because it will have another control. For example, 6 months later, and another control, and sooner or later, we will know that the guy is cheating. So it's not really important. But this make the system safe, auto-regulated, respect the privacy, auto-manage, and respect the freedom. But this is not finished. We see that we pay the tax, but we can do better than this. Imagine you are a girl and you are pregnant. You are sick. You are handicapped. You are a student or retired. You're also part of the society, right? And you don't have to assume, or you don't have to support things that at that time you cannot, because it's your situation, it's your status right now. You cannot do more than this. At that time it's not really a problem, because here you are part of the society, right? And then the electronic wallet will know that you are in that condition and will give you automatically money about, for example, if in the country it's 38 hours a week, right? You will receive 38 hours multiplied by your rate, and you will receive it. Automatic. It came from nowhere. But actually it's exactly the same when you create a debt. It came from nowhere. The bank just type $50,000, they type it, and then you get the money back. But it came from nowhere. This money doesn't exist. And it's just going back to the bank when you pay it back. In this system, the wealth creation is made by the rate. So we can do whatever we want, right? So if you are handicapped, for example, if you are sick, or if you are pregnant, don't care about it. You don't care about it because you will just get paid for that. And you don't have to worry about it. You are part of the society and you do your part. If you are retired, you already did a lot before. And we have to be grateful for you, for everything you did. And for a student, yeah, it's the future. You will build the future of the country. So we have also to reward you. We have also to greeting you to study or to be part of the future of the country. That's why we have this in this situation. You have no worry about your money, and even if your parents are poor, they cannot give you anything to study. Don't care. You will have your income and you can study, because there is a lot of poor people that are genius. That's why I'm proud to say that this new economic system is one of the best ever created, because it takes care of the nature, it takes care of the people. It doesn't care about the market economy, and it rewards people for who they are and what they are doing for others. Because the most you are doing for others, the most you will earn money. So it's really simple. You do more for others, you get more for yourself. You take care more of others, you take care of the earth, you have the good behaviors, you get a lot. And this is very stable economy, because this is based on the earth measurement. So if everything is perfect on the earth, yeah, everyone can have a lot of money, because we don't care, because it's auto-regulated. Even if this system bring you, for example, a quality of life about, I don't know, $10,000 a month, Yeah, we don't care. As long as the earth is good, we can. And everyone is earth. Have the right to have a good level of life. Have the right to eat properly. Either have the right to have medicine or anything. Everyone have this right. This is just a small synthesis about what's written in my book, but if you study it more, you will see that it can solve a lot of problems in this earth, more than you can imagine. That's why I'm gonna ask you, if you're part of it, maybe close your eyes 5 minutes, go into it, imagine, and try to see what could happen if we build the world like this. Maybe you think it's impossible. I'm sorry to say that we already start about it. I already contact few universities. They are starting working on it, and I started project 15 years ago. I study a lot. Before, when I started, I didn't knew anything about economy. Just I knew the base, and that's really good if I didn't knew anything about economy, because I base my reflection not about the actual economy, but I base all my reflection about where I want to go, what is my goal, what I want for my daughter, what I want for us in the future. When I write down what I want for the future, I said, okay, now what we have to do to get there. And that's why I say this is one of the best solutions, because if you base every exchange on the time, it means you localize your economy. Because, for example, why the reason to make something made in China if you can buy in your place the same time to produce, 1 hour in the US, for example, and 1 hour in China? So you don't have the shipment, you don't have the transport to pay, because this time will make this product made in China will make it more expensive. So you see, there is many reasons to use that kind of system. Freedom and equity all over the world, and many other. Sustainability for the future. Technically, it's already possible. We have many examples of not exactly the same system, but many examples that we can do this. We can pay by phone, something like this. There is many experiments already about this, and there is 3.5 billion mobile phone 3G in the world, and there is 5 billion mobile phone. This is already a lot, and there is 7 billion of phone number, landline and mobile, all over the world. And you know, in Africa, there is more mobile phone because they don't have the infrastructure in that place. So they build fast with the mobile phone. So it can help Africa, it can help Asia, it can help many countries. I want to thank you very much to watch this video until the end, because I know maybe it's a little bit long, but thank you very much. Thank you again, and please join us. Join the movement, because we can do that. So please join us, and we build a better world. Thank you very much.